If this is your president or this is your prime minister, then you should know this. These so-called world leaders were just in Israel standing side by side with Netanyahu announcing their solidarity with Israel, while at the same time the Israeli forces are viciously bombarding Gaza, killing thousands of innocent people, most of whom are children. More than 1,000 children have been killed so far. It's crazy how the world turned upside down when the headlines were talking about 40 beheaded Israeli babies, which turned out to be a hoax. But when more than 1,000 Palestinian real babies die, the world doesn't just turn a blind eye. No, they stand with the murderer. This is what your leaders are doing. For God's sake, the US just vetoed and blocked a ceasefire call by the United Nations, a humanitarian pause, so the people of Gaza can just breathe a little. Because right now in Gaza, there's no electricity, no fuel, no supplies, no water. People are drinking salt water just to survive. Israel is even bombing bakeries, because bread is a dangerous terrorist weapon. Hospitals in Gaza are in a catastrophic conditions right now. Doctors have to do surgeries on injured kids without anesthesia because there is none left. They have to choose who to save between the thousands of injured people that are coming every minute. The dead bodies are being stored in ice cream trucks because there's no space anymore. And in the midst of all this, Israel just went and bombed a packed hospital, killing hundreds of people. A hospital. They were celebrating it on social media at first, but then they backed out and denied it was them and claimed it was a rocket fired from within Gaza. And the sad thing is, people in the West are actually buying this. Because Israel, who are bombing residential buildings, bakeries, mosques, churches, and even schools, are above this. By the way, they were bombing hospitals before this too, but this time they just killed so many people, they have to get out of it. Their Western friends might actually be against it this time, because even they can't justify bombing a hospital and killing hundreds of people with one strike. Israel needs to kill people at a slightly slower rate for it to be acceptable to them. This is a genocide, and your leaders are standing by it while representing you and also supporting Israel with weapons and aid paid for by your tax money. If you don't speak, if you don't talk, then you are complicit in this. I'm addressing the human inside you. Please speak up, or this will continue in your name with your money. Spread the word. Stop the genocide.